Yeah, so start off strong for the month of January. Got one for my client in Richmond. They have anywhere between 300 to 400 users. It's currently like a hybrid setup, but they wanted to hear us out on what we do, but also wanted to talk, CMMC compliance, stuff like that, pen testing. This is all what we do and take care of. So, it's next week. It's virtual, but it's a rather large company. So I mean, especially I know we can do what they're asking for in terms of conversation based. So, pretty good one.
So I got one for my Spokane client. We've been talking about trying to hit, 100, 200 user range. We've gotten some really good ones. This was with a local company. They're about 200 users. They're looking for co-manage options. The company that they use, they're not really impressed with them. Just trying to see what else that we can do in terms of working alongside them. It's exactly what my owner's been looking for, and we've been kind of going back to back with those. So we're hoping that we can have a good meeting with them and at least get our foot in the door with a project or maybe some closed business.
I've scheduled an appointment for my client out in Edmonton. The office manager is not happy with their current company. They have around 92 users. It's an interior design company, but they wanted to chat with my owner Dan beginning of February, so it should be a pretty good meeting.
All right, so I got two today. First one for my client in North Carolina. It's with an engineering firm. Spoke to the COO, CFO over there a little bit before the new year. Asked me to follow up with them, so just to kind of touch base with them. Working with the company currently, but kind of admitted himself that he didn't know what else was out there. It might be worth the conversation. So set that in-person meeting with my client for later next week. Second one was actually an email appointment. It's with a real estate development company for my client down in Phoenix. They're looking at about 135, 140 users. IT director over there actually said they're actively looking for managed IT services, data center services, things like that. So he was really open to hearing about us. My CEO and operation manager, that meeting's actually scheduled for tomorrow morning. So pretty quick turnaround on that one, but it should be a really good conversation and good opportunity.
So I got a couple appointments for my client up in Nebraska this morning. Both of them are already working with the company and satisfied with the services at the moment, but it doesn't matter. They want options in their back pocket just in case something changes in the future. One's with an agricultural services company. They have about 15 users, 7 locations, and then the other one is with another agricultural company that has about 10 users. So both in the same industry. Just going to go in there and show them what we can do, and get them a proposal to keep on file for when the time comes where they're not so satisfied.
Got an appointment today with the lady. She was actually looking to reevaluate their IT strategy sometime this month, so she's willing to meet this Friday, so I'm excited for that.
So I got back-to-back appointments for my client in Gainesville, Georgia. It looks like we got him a lawn care business that was looking for an MSP. They told me they reevaluated around January, and then we also got a marketing group today that reevaluates around January. So we put both of those in today, and hopefully we can go on those and get something out of them.
Pretty good one for my Missouri client. It's another logistics company actually, and they're a pretty large company. They just built a new headquarters, revamped their internal IT infrastructure, and due to that, they're interested to see if there's any room for a local IT company to engage. So, get a pretty good one. Looking forward to see how it goes.
I got 2 appointments today. One of them was an email appointment. I talked to the guy yesterday, and he's pretty busy at the moment, but had him over an email, and he replied back to me today, wanting to meet next week, so that's pretty exciting.
So I reached out to a roofer today regarding SEO, talked to their marketing manager. Looks like they're actually looking for a new digital marketing strategy in the market for SEO, social media integration, pretty much the whole 9 yards. Got an appointment set with them, should be a pretty good one.
So I got an appointment for my Ohio client. I actually called in, just pointed in Melissa's direction, so she's the director of operations. I left her a voicemail, kind of giving her a brief rundown of what we do. She actually called me back and asked a few questions about our IT services. Let me know that they did have some internal people. They did some reshuffling, currently working with a company. But she did ask about website development and if we would be able to support them if they were to, they're looking to expand on the website, kind of add a few pages, do a little bit of optimization, things like that. So she was interested in us helping out in that regard. Didn't rule out the possibility of reevaluating their IT a little bit down the road. So I figured, gave Jeff a call, told him, hey, it's a good opportunity to get our foot in the door, do a good job here, and she wasn't opposed to reevaluating a little bit down the road. So going to help them out with some, try to help them out with some website development, see how that goes, and try to get in there with the IT.
I got an appointment earlier for my new SEO client, EAG. It's with a logistics and warehousing supplier out in Kansas City. It's with a company he's looking to grow. He's interested in being their regional partner and said he could handle more customers. So they're having a conversation tomorrow about potential partnership and building them a new website to direct customer traffic to. So that should be a really good one. It's day 2 for my client with EAG. I got a couple more on the way, so it's a really hot start.
Yeah, so I just got one for one of my clients in Ohio. It's with a manufacturer. I spoke to the owner. He said they had about 7 normal computers in the office with a variety of different machines. Each machine has its own computer that's ran on it. He wanted to talk to my owner about cybersecurity. He said that he hears these stories all the time about these attacks. And it kind of scares him sometimes. So he wants that peace of mind in a company like us to come in there, kind of monitor everything, deploy our software to make sure that he's going to be safe and everything's running the way it should. So I know my client is looking forward to that. It's a phone call set for a couple weeks away, so it should be a pretty good one.